William.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
All right. How do you do that? So,
Let me see.
camera.
Yeah, you got to turn your camera on.
That's it. The camera thing, it says on.
Let me see.
Move from stream. It does say on. Leave studio. Share. I shouldn't share screen as a second screen.
Yeah.
And if I hit stop cam, you know, it'll stop it. Let me see. I'm going to my preferences to make sure, but I hit it sort of.
Are you on your laptop or on your phone?
I'm on my desktop.
Okay, so is it an Apple or is it a Mac? It's Apple. So you have to go instead of doing Safari, you have to do Chrome.
I'm in Chrome.
You're in Chrome? Okay, so
I'm in Chrome. I'm in Chrome. You want me to sign off and come back in?
Yes, please.
Let me see.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, check it out. So we're about to go live with William L. Johnson.
You still can't see me, huh?
No, we still can't see you.
Yeah, I have it where it should be on.
Let me see.
Yeah, see, that's out. Normally I can see. I don't know. Let me see, man. I ain't had this problem before. I'm trying to find out where do I go in my preferences to find the camera.
So, like when you go on Chrome and you hit the link, it asks you about to go live with the camera and stuff like that.
Yeah, I left it alone.
Yeah,
I'm doing it again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't. The screen is black.
All right. No, but what I'm doing is I'm checking it again, so I'm in it now.
Yeah.
It says mute. I'm muting myself. You hear me mute myself, and then the camera. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, this is crazy.
You don't have a tape on your camera, right?
No, not at all. I'm gonna see. I got you open in another browser. Let me see if you could. I'm gonna post a picture in there.
Give us 1 second, people. We're getting it together.
Okay. Do you see a picture?
I don't even see a picture, no.
Because I'm putting a picture in there. All right, I'm going to switch over to this other one.
Okay. I see a picture now.
Right. See, I was able to do that, but the camera still won't come on. You want me to use my iPad?
Oh yeah. Let's see if it's gonna work with iPad. It should work with that. Is everything going with you?
Man, it's going. I'm sick of being in a house like this.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You know, then you can't even go nowhere. With everything closed. Oh, okay, there you go. So I'm going in for my iPad. Open this page. I guess I gotta open it up in Safari.
Yeah.
Okay, I copied it. All right, I'm going to it from. I'm gonna cut this one off. Okay.
Oh yes, sir. Okay, I'm just waiting for William Johnson. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
All right. There we go.
What's up?
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Great. It's going great. It's going great. Let me
turn this thing down.
Okay.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm trying to make sure that you are properly on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on.
Right on.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so you are.
There we go.
What's up?
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Okay, great. Hold on. Okay, you ready to get into it? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about your career, what you have going on, and then we'll go into like the state of Black Hollywood. Before the Corona, because you've been in LA for a while. You've been among in Hollywood and working with who's who are in Black Hollywood. So let's start. Who are you, and tell us a little bit about your history.
William L. John, originally from Gary, Indiana. Entertainer, all around entertainer, sing, act. I could dance.
Right.
Writer now. I'm a Renaissance man. So I do a lot of things, bro. That's a long list. I went to beauty school. I did hair for a long time.
Right.
Chicago cars for a while. I did a lot. Cooked. I just opened my computer and fixed my computer, man. So I'm learning a lot right now. The good thing about this downtime, I have been learning a lot. So I have been taking advantage of that, But I do not like this whole propaganda that they got us going through, because that's exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you kind of you freeze when you say propaganda. You kind of you're freezing up now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, William. It's kind of freezing up. That's weird. Let's try to bring it back. Hey, William, definitely try to come back. I have no idea what's going on right now with this. William, come back in. For okay, so we're trying to get William back in right now to do this interview. To finish up this interview, just give us a second. But in interim, right, like say for instance, we just tried. I'm interviewing William L. Johnson, and I'm waiting. It froze up. He was talking about the whole Corona thing, the coronavirus, and it just froze up. And now, let me see. Now he's trying to come back in. I'm wondering if they. I don't know. I mean, I hate to be on this conspiracy theorist thing, but that's funny. And he's trying to come. He just texted me and said he's trying to come in and he's not able to come in. It's weird. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Angela Cobb, Rashad, Brother Derek, what's going on? Thank you all for joining us. So I'm actually I was interviewing William, and in the beginning of the interview, he was kicked out some kind of way. I mean, he froze up then completely, and now he's trying to get back in, and it's not allowing him to for some reason. I kind of figured that. That's weird, man. The coronavirus rules are blocking people. That is weird because the only thing he said was Corona, then he said propaganda, and then he was blocked. Well, I don't know if he was blocked, but that is weird. Okay. Joel, what's going on? You're froze up. If somebody asked what is froze up, wow. It's like saying cops. Look. Sometimes Don posts up. Don Hefkin, she be posting some food stuff. I say cops. She like, what does that mean? Tell him restart. Well, he did. He did all of that. He restarted it and everything. I'm texting her right now. I have no idea what's going on. Hold on. Hey, what's up? They're not letting you come in?
You know what? It's not even on my iPad. It was clowning. I did is I unplug my router and plug it back in just to see if that'll help. So I'm reloading right now. I'm gonna try on my computer again.
Okay.
So the camera should be working. I'm back on it now.
Okay.
You up? So I got the camera. But I was my picture, but when I click on, it puts my other photo.
All right. See you now. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a picture.
That's too bad. The camera didn't work.
Yeah, we can do it with the video. People can hear you. They can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, I went to Detroit and worked on a project. You know, we're not letting that stop us. Being smart about it.
Right.
You know, shoot, we planning on shooting some the day they lift the ban here, the 15th, May 15th is our shoot day. And they band lift day.
Right. That's how it is.
Yeah, we shooting that day.
So what you shoot? Can you talk about the project a little bit?
Yeah, I could talk about them both. The first project, when all this coronavirus kicked off, I was actually in Detroit shooting a film titled A Boxer's Love. And that's a suspense drama, something I haven't done before. And it was amazing. I was staying at the Renaissance Marriott and where the GM building is. And one day it's thousands of people every day. You know, I was there for like 3 weeks almost. And people everywhere. And then when that Corona thing hit, man, nobody. They even closed Starbucks. So, you know, when they closing Starbucks, it's some shit.
Yeah, especially Starbucks. It's people in Starbucks is like,
oh, man.
That's the dope game.
Right. Ain't it though?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, William. So people know you from Blue Hill Avenue, right? And tell us a little bit about how you get that. Did you have to audition for that role? And right. And so how was that? And then also, like, when you start filming, like, what was the experience like working with great Craig Ross?
Okay. Well, you know, I met Craig working on a horror film called Killjoy.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah, and we hit it off. We had a really good time working together. And at the end of that production, he told me that he had a movie that he was getting ready to shoot, and he would like for me to read the script. And so I'll go by before you hear from somebody. So I think like 3 months went by, and he told me he wanted to send me a script. And this was the first script somebody had delivered to me. You know, back then, this is when they had the cats on the bike bring you your script. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I was in the Valley at the time. And I read the script about 3 times. And he asked me how I felt about it. I said, I love this. I love the story. I love the story. And he asked me which character did I want to be.
Really?
Yeah. He said, who you want to be? I said, shit, Tristan. I said, but this Ebone character right here, though, I said that I could really do that, but I would like the Tristan role. You know what I'm saying? So he said, well, the Ebone role was mine, and he had got the okay from Alan Payne. So if Alan Payne probably hadn't have done it, I probably would have been Tristan. You know?
Right.
But,
so, was Alan Payne, was he already attached to the project?
You know what? I don't really know. I was in the dark a lot because I still had to audition. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It wasn't just he wanted me for the role, but I had to convince the money people that I was, you know, able to do it and pull it off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who are listening, we did have William Johnson on video, and something is going wrong. I think he mentioned Corona, then he mentioned propaganda, and then all of a sudden the video stopped, so he had to leave his iPad, and then we went back to try to go on his iPad. Something happened. Now he's on his computer.
Every time you say that word, something happens.
That's what I'm scared to say. Like they would shut it down again.
Every time you say that word, man.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And so once you audition, how long did it take before you realized that you got the role?
That's madness. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
You can't say the P word, bro.
Yeah, no.
Because as soon as you said it, you just froze. But it's cool.
It froze again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. People are listening.
Okay, so we were at the Blue Hill story. So Craig told me I was highly favored for the role because he wanted me, Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we hear you loud.
Craig was the only one who wanted me in the movie with as that character, okay? Because nobody knew who I was. I had never done nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Other than a few small things. So on the day of the audition, when I get there, man, I'm gonna tell you, everybody, all those cats from a whole bunch of comedians was there. I think a lot of them guys was burned up because can you hear me?
I mean, I hear you. Yeah.
All right, because I was the last person there. They already had Aaron, Alan, and Bear were already in the room. I guess they had them locked because those three guys read with everybody. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
So I'm in there with, like Bill Bellamy, Morris Chestnut. You know what I mean? You got cats like that want this role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you beat out the Bill Bellamy's and the Morris Chestnuts for the role?
Well, they knew about it. They wanted it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, everybody wanted that role, man.
Yeah.
The producers, they even didn't, man, they hesitated on everything when it came to me. You hear me? They hesitated on my money. Everything was just all. It started out bad. So I go in the room and it's Alan Payne, Bear, Mike, everybody in there. So I'm the last person they seen, So, but when I walk in the room, I'm E-Bone. You know what I'm saying? I was E-Bone the whole time while I was there because, I stay in my headspace, So we doing a scene. All 4 scenes. I think we had to do 4 scenes, in that scene in the truck where I tell Tristan, stop rolling with a bitch, whatever I say, whatever.
All right.
And he actually stood up and turned around because he didn't shake my hand when I came in the first time, and I didn't take it personal because I know they had been in there hours because I was sitting outside hours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I said that line, he stood up and he looked at me like, "Who the hell?"
Oh, Tristan did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we had to do the scene all over again, and then he was ready then, and then we back, and then I end up getting a role, right?
Right.
So when we get to Canada, I don't know if they can hear because your picture got. So we get to Canada, right? They not giving me my per diem when I'm supposed to have it. It's like a rocky start. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So this is when you have to know your character, man. My first scene was the scene when we in the out after the stakes have been risen so high, and that's our first scene ever we shooting for the movie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That was one of the most challenging things I had ever done. You know what I mean? To be in a moment that we haven't even started shooting a movie yet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It was day 1, scene 1. and we just leaving this shootout. We hadn't even done the shootout. We did the shootout after that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But we had a chance to pull it off. and the producers gave me and Aaron. I still had a letter. I'm pretty sure Aaron does. They sent me a letter, apologized, gave me my money. I had a fruit basket in my room, all this other kind of stuff. Because when I went to Allen's room, he had a big basket, all this fruit, this and that. Went to Bear room, he had all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
a bunch of stuff. Can you hear me?
I don't think I can hear you fine, but I don't think they can hear you. Can you get a little bit closer?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Let me know if that's better, Malcolm. Yes.
Is that cool?
Yes, that's cool.
Oh, okay. I forgot, where was I at?
Oh, they gave you a fruit basket in your room.
Oh yeah. So they ended up giving us a fruit basket, gave us protein shakes and blenders and all kind of stuff. Then after that, it was nice after that. But we're working with Craig. You know, back then we were shooting on film,
right?
And it was a whole different. People don't prepare like how I feel you used to prepare when it was for film, because you know he was telling us up front, you know, you really need to get everything on the first take. Everything, me and Aaron, the majority of everything we did was one take.
I can see that,
because Craig was straight up. Craig was like, "Hey, you know, you ain't the star. Allen is the star. You know, he get all the takes. Y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's how that went down."
Right. So that's still one of your most memorable movies roles, because like that's the movie everybody remembers you from, right?
Yeah. That was one of them. And you know, I wish they would re-release it and really show the people the full film, because what y'all saw is not even what the movie cut completely out of the film. You know,
say that again. You broke up.
If they were smart, I would re-release it, put a whole new soundtrack to it,
right,
and really get paid. You know what I mean? Because it was 3 hours when he finished the final edit, and back then, you know, they weren't letting brothers put out 3-hour movies. You know, only Quentin was doing that. You know what I mean? You couldn't be no black independent filmmaker. You 3 hours. You know,
unheard of.
Yeah, so he had to cut the movie. So he ended up he cut the movie to a whole nother thing, which was amazing to me, you know?
Right.
I'm like, the story I acted in wasn't the story that you saw. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing that he was even able to put it together like that still, you know?
Right. And it's a classic. Still today is a classic.
Mm-hmm. And I think if people saw the full thing, they'll really appreciate it.
So let's change directions a little bit. Is there Darius McCrary, right? You know who, I'm sure you know who from yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was watching an interview and they were asking him about Black Hollywood. And he said there's really no such thing as Black Hollywood. And he went on to explain as far as like the support. You know, people use the term Black Hollywood, but there's really no such thing. So what is your take? Do you think, because you've been in the business for a very long time, do you think there's a such thing as a Black Hollywood? Why do you think so? Or if you do, and if you don't, why don't you think so?
I mean, you know, I don't know what we define in Black Hollywood is. You see what I'm saying? Because if you asking me if we have a Black Hollywood, I'm gonna say yeah, and it would consist of people who are actively in the business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, to me, you in Hollywood, you making film. Malcolm, Richard, all of us, you know, you know, what is Hollywood? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and I feel like everybody is on their own when it comes to making film, especially independently, no matter what nationality you are, you know?
Right. But that's what he was saying. He was saying that because everyone is doing their own thing and there's really no unity, that therefore there's really, like, if you look at Nollywood, right? There's a sense of unity among the you know, in Nigeria among Black filmmakers. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the Korean filmmakers, there's a strong Korean. But in Hollywood, right?
You froze right up.
You froze. You there, William?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
right.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I can hear you great. So So he was saying that because there's really no unity among Black people, Black talent in Hollywood, that there's really no such thing as Black Hollywood.
But you mean being here in California or just in general?
No, in terms of being in California.
Well,
because I would consider myself being a part of Black Hollywood.
All right. Well, yeah. I would, because you make Black films that I respect and they good. You know, I'm different. I'm not a part of this whole, you know me, man. You know how I do it.
Right.
But people, it's what they it's your perspective, your how you see it. You know, I see a lot of Black people out here working together, doing stuff together. I see a lot of Hispanic working together, doing together. You know, we just don't have the resources to pull it off the way that we want to. You know,
absolutely.
You know, so I don't know. I see Black Hollywood. I see us doing things, and more and more content is coming out. You know, it's just we just need to take all of our whole talents from sports to entertainment. We need to bottle it up and keep it ourselves and put the price tag on it and collect it for ourselves. That's what we need to do. I mean, in terms of that, we don't have that. You know, just think if everybody just said, okay, everything Black going straight one part, just that, or just Tyler Perry. We just gonna roll with that instead of just being all over the place. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we can really gain some wealth in this country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So okay. So right. So the other day, right? You're familiar with I think they call ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves.
Okay.
Right. You familiar with that organization?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So someone from that organization, I don't remember exactly who, tweeted out as far as that Black Brit actors are taking the roles of Black American actors, right? And then Roland Martin responded to that. You know, of course, you know who Roland Martin is. He responded to that and he said that's not the case. And then I responded. I was like, well, that's totally not the case, because the thing is that if you look at Black films as a whole, Black Americans represent the whole of Black films. The issue is with a lot of our people, and I correct me if I'm wrong, William, is that the fact that when we look for Black films, or when we talk more about Black films, we more talk about the films that are coming from out of the Hollywood system. So my point is the fact that when it comes to the Hollywood system, yeah, you may have Black Brits who are in particular roles, but overall, we talk about independent Black films, you're talking about Black American actors. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that we should support Black independent films. We won't be talking about Black Brits are taking Black roles. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I have mixed feelings. You know what I mean? Because I like Snowfall, right? And I love The Wire. You know, I did not know that years went by before I found out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we got to take into consideration that look how hard it is for us here. And then for them to even be able to come here to even be looked at, you know what I'm saying? We got it's not like every last one of them, but I would have liked to have seen a young man from California play the role in Snowfall. But I love what this other kid is doing. You know what I'm saying? But I think you get a different response and another perspective from people who are actually from here. You know what I'm saying? You know, our whole life experience is different. When they're duplicating, we're actually breathing life from experience into those characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not knocking them down, because I like a lot of those guys. You know what I mean? I love a lot of great Brit comedians. You know, we just can't let that be another one of them things. You know, we already got enough pulling us apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, my thing is I've played tricks on Hollywood and auditions. You know, go into auditions speaking in a British accent and fuck with their head. You know, you got to let them know you can do that too, you know. And then you go into your, you know, and that's another thing that I like about, you know, being able to shoot yourself on camera, because you can do whatever you want. You can say it in any old kind of accent. They don't know. When they first looking at you, they ain't gonna know. You can say it in any dialect you want, as long as it's good and it's believable, you know. And they'll say, "Oh, we found a new Brit." You know, you got to play with Hollywood head like they play with our head. You know, and I trick people all the time with my British accent or my Jamaican accent, you know. Why not? Who cares? We actors. We got to practice on something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So have you ever played a role that you were not playing a Black American?
Yeah, I've played a Haitian. I played in Haitian Nights.
Right. I remember that movie. Yeah.
I played it. And I sounded more Haitian than the Haitian people.
Haitian people disagree with you on that.
The Haitian people told me they thought the people that was Haitian was fake. I was like, wow, okay. No, I had a real Haitian teach me, man. It was like 3 weeks trying to get that down.
Right. So how do you like say for instance for something like that, right? What's the process you go through when you want to take on a role that you have to change your accent, not just to like because you Midwest, you lived in Chicago for like 15 years, right? And, so you Midwest, and so you lived in Chicago for a very long time. So when you have to play, so even like if you look at a movie like Blue Hill Avenue, you were playing someone from Boston, right? Was it from Boston?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you played in the Haitian Nights. You were playing someone from Haiti. So what is the process you have to go through in order to get the different accents and stuff like that?
Well, back when I was doing Haitian Nights, I bought a Haitian cassette tape that had all of this dialect. And the producers of the film knew some people from Haiti, and I would meet with this guy once a week, and I would talk in the dialect, and he would help me with my lines in that dialect. And then once I left his house, I would talk in that dialect. I haven't used a Haitian dialect in a long time. I would have to hear it. Anything I hear, I can emulate it. You know what I mean? Right. So that's how I was able to pull it off. So doing dialects it's not a problem for me. You know, I love doing it. And then it just adds depth. And then you get casting directors thinking like, man, okay, maybe not this, but he could do that. And then we have to let them know that we can do those accents because they get ready to start shooting a lot of television shows and a lot of movies looking for British actors. And I just recently saw a Black guy from America, and he was doing a movie and he had a British accent. See, that's what we need to be doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and that's something we would love to do. You know, especially if you're an actor and you really like digging in and creating characters and being able to, change your dialect. That's not only is it fun, but if you do it right, you know what I mean? You could really, create another avenue for yourself. They say, hire him. He sounds like a Brit. You'll be the American Brit.
Mm-hmm. Right. So for a long time, you've been in Hollywood for like what, over 20 years, right?
Yeah.
How were you able to stay consistent? Let's in a time like this, right? When it comes to artists, right? Like, how are you able to stay consistent in terms of in the industry, make money, provide for yourself, provide for your family, and do things like that? And as an entertainer, like what advice would you give entertainers, especially during the time of Corona, especially during this time?
Man, that's rough, man. Cause I stay struggling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't living in a big house on no hill. I stay struggling. I'm just able to manage.
And also, I'm sorry, Will. Also, as a, I don't know if you want to use the term single father, but you're very involved in your life. Yeah, and I definitely want you to touch on that as well.
Well, I hustle, man. I don't shut down a lot of things where I can make money. I do a lot of things to make money. You have to have, at least 3 or 4 things bringing you in money. And a lot of times how I get my like this last role that I did in Detroit, a good friend of mine referred me. They were looking at a whole bunch of other people I wasn't even thought about. And then when they saw my photo and they talked to me, they was like, man, if it weren't for the fact that I had a good partner who knew my work, you know what I mean? It's good to leave a good impression on people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that way they'll call you back, and I took a break. You don't know it, but man, when I emailed you way before we did nothing like Thanksgiving, I hadn't done no movies in a long time, man.
Right.
I hit you up. You and 2 other people hit me back because I hit like 10 directors that I knew that were doing stuff, and you were one of them, and you actually hit me back and had a script and the whole bit. You know what I mean? And I hadn't done anything in a while. You know what I mean? I don't let the town drive me crazy. I took time out so my kids will know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta make them sacrifices like that, you know. And I was still doing small things, but now I'm like on the comeback, you know, chasing to get back at that spot. And it's happening, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still staying busy. I'm working on Bernie's Problems on the 15th of May, and that's gonna be a really good piece. But I'm gonna start focusing more on my music after this Bernie's Problems, because I let some people listen to some things. So I'm working out some nice surprises with the music soon.
Yeah, we definitely get into that, but I want to definitely talk about a little bit about, you know, the hiatus that you took in terms of like with your sons, because we know the images that we hear about Black fathers, right?
Right.
With their boys, and you're very involved. And people just follow your Instagram and follow your. I know when we were even while we were shooting Nothing Like Thanksgiving, every single day you were, you know, not and throughout the day you were in constant communication with your son. So
Yeah.
how do you manage? How do you like? What was it that made you say, okay, I'm going to step back from Hollywood. I'm going to raise my sons, and when I got back into the business, I'm going to still be consistent in being involved in my son's life and managing the acting career.
You know what? I realized that nothing is really promised to you. You know, you really situation where my wife at the time, we was, you know, getting ready to have another child. We already had little Bill. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just give me a job, man. You know, I need to stop chasing all this acting music, because you be chasing it. You know what I mean? So what I did was I got a job, man, and I sold cars for 7 years, man. People really don't even know that. And I was really good, got out of debt doing that. You know what I'm saying? But man, even though I was making money, bro, it was the most miserable time in my life, man, you know, because I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing nothing I love to do. I started drifting, ended up getting separated, divorced, all of that, man. Just like it was a whirlwind, bro, because I was not happy. You see what I'm saying? I was doing what I love to do. I got tired of people lying to me lying to people, because you doing that. It's just, you got to be a shark out here in this game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people come and go, you know, and that let me know. Selling cars let me know I was a survivor, because I used to see cats coming in and couldn't hang, couldn't get it. You know what I mean? And I remember struggling when I first started, but once I got it, you know, I could get you, you know. If you wanted a car, you gonna get it that day.
Yeah, someone asked, you have a few questions for you too. Someone asked, would you want your sons to get into the entertainment business?
Yeah, if that was something that they love, I love it. You know, that's how I never really stopped. But I did know that my kids, you know, I wanted them to know that, hey, you got to work. You know, that I'm not afraid of work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to go do that, but I'm also not afraid to take a risk on myself either. You know? Right.
Like, what advice? What advice would you give if your son say they want to get into the business? You've been in this business for a long time. You know the good and you know the ugly part of it. It's like, what advice would you give your sons?
Well, yeah. Well, first off, I would equip them with the knowledge to know you have to make money. Period. And no matter what you're doing. You know, because whatever your dream is or what you love to do, it's going to take money. So learn a whole bunch of different ways to make the money so you can do whatever it is you want to do. Because you see, when you grow, your choices change. Because look at you, you used to want to be a director. Now you're a writer, you're a producer, you're taking films abroad. You see how you was one thing and now you do a whole bunch of other things. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying. So we got to get out of the box, because a person that's in this game is more than an actor. They're a writer, they're a producer, they're an acting coach. If they're not, you know, you're more than just that one thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is to find out, you know, 8 things that you can make some money at. You know, we have to get real. If you have to work a job for a while, work your job for a while till you get to where you're trying to be. But if you're a hustler and you know how to buy low, sell high, you know what I'm saying? You know, that works for people too. You know, you just got to find that path where you can make that money so you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? Because I don't have my kids in the box. Well, just do the one thing. you do one thing, but you made that one thing is going to branch out. Just keep your mind open to always soaking up knowledge is what I tell people, because you never know. I know a lot of people, they just stop acting and end up becoming great just teachers. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people thought they one thing and then they'll just do just that. If you find it, you'll stick to it, you know, because it's changing. And with technology, the job a person had 5 years ago, they're not doing it no more. Everything changed. It's a big turnaround in all industries.
Oh yes. Okay, so there's another question for you. What is Malcolm asked? Do you enjoy writing? And if you do you enjoy the process of writing? And if you do, let me see. I'm sorry, Malcolm, but this I'm still trying to learn this system right here. Okay, do you find joy in writing? And if yes, did you think you would?
Yeah, I really enjoy writing, but the thing about writing for me is the time it takes. You know, that whole process. But once I write I have a way that I do it. Once I write the characters down and I put, you know, my acts up on the board, you know, I go in when it go with the dialogue. I just wish, you know, I love creating characters, because when you're writing it, you everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that answer this.
Yeah, Sarah asked, what is your dream role that you hope to bring to fruition one day?
You know what? If I play Marvin Gaye in a film or a television show, I could be done.
Marvin Gaye, or okay, so Sherelle asked, do you think about directing your own projects?
Of course, yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
But I just need to watch you a couple of more times. You know what I'm saying? I got to learn from you. I need to watch you a little longer.
Let me ask you. Let's go into nothing like Thanksgiving, right? And that whole process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, it was a film that we shot. I think we shot. Did we shoot the weekends?
Man, we shot only on weekends. You flew me in 3 weekends, 3 weeks,
right.
3 weekends. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that process like for you when we shot that film?
Well, when I read the
script to do the film, like what made you decide to say, okay, this is the project that I want to do next after coming back into the industry?
It was emotional, man. You know what I mean? After I read the script the first time, it made me feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that was something I know everybody goes through, you know? And I was like, wow, I would love to play this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what a blessing. You know, that's why, you know, I came ready and gave you everything. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time I ever cried in a movie, man. I ain't never cried in no movie.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time. And I cried every time.
I'm sorry, phone call came.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Someone asked, what would be your dream cast?
Ooh. Oh my God. My dream cast. Well, see, that had to be the type of movie, right? You know what I'm saying?
Let's say, for instance, all right, let's say, for instance, right? If they come to you and say, okay, we want to do a remake of Blue Hill Avenue with you as the lead. And
no, I want to be Benny.
You want to be Benny
or Twinkie? I would have to be Benny or Twinkie.
Well, Benny was played by who?
Benny was played by Prince Daddy, Clarence Williams III.
Oh yeah, I mean he's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah, I would love to play that role, or yeah.
So like, what's Bear was in that film, right?
Yeah. So
like, in
would I cast now?
Yeah. Who would you cast now?
I tell you right now, I would let let me see. Only because I haven't watched Empire, but I saw it last night and I thought Mario did pretty good. I'd let him be E-Bone, you know.
Right, okay.
Mario be E-Bone. I'd let the young cat from what's the show on ABC? I don't know, Blackish. The Blackish show?
Blackish, yeah.
Yeah, I had that kid. He got some depth. He's funny. I'd let that kid play Tristan.
You mean the light-skinned dude?
Yeah.
Okay. You know his father was in Fire Heartbeat stuff, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the one who Michael Wright was like told him you can't. There's only one Eddie Kane.
Oh, right on. Okay, right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So who else would you cast?
Now let me see it now. It's this chubby guy. He's a comedian. I'd have him play Bear's role. I forget his name though. But I would let a comedian play that role, but he would have to play it serious though, because a lot of comedians are good actors.
Yes, they are.
And Money.
Are you talking about
Money could be. I don't know who Money could be. That was a good one.
Now, who played Money? Who played Money?
Aaron played Money.
Oh, Aaron. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Who would you get to play Money?
I can't remember. I remember your character, Bear's character, of course, Ellen Payne.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back and remember Aaron's. I remember Aaron ended, of course, but the actual character.
But you see how I told you they cut the movie up. His role was way bigger than that. You see, They cut a lot of that stuff out.
Yeah, I just finished working with Aaron on White People's Money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's so See, I would love to work with him. I'm actually writing something for me and him.
That would be great.
Oh man, it's bananas too. I can't say, but it's bananas.
Okay, Damon, I think this is my cousin too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I have a question for you too. Carl Gillard said, "Bill, what's up?" Damon Schufer says, "With the knowledge and wisdom you have now, what would be your best advice for up and coming actors, actresses?" I think Damon is my cousin. Yeah.
People that think like you, that are into the same type of content that you are, and start creating your own shows. Y'all seen this Quibi? Now they're doing 7-minute movies, 7-minute TV show series. You know what I mean? So it's wide open.
Yeah, I have a
own. Just make it good. It just know what the quality level should be. Shoot it. Do it.
So you okay? Carl says that you and Aaron Spears are in his joint.
Right.
You want to talk a little bit about how was it working with Carl Gillard?
Oh, working with Carl. Oh no, never again. I could never do it. No. Oh, I love working with Carl, man. Carl sent me the lines. He was like, "Them the lines, but we ain't really gonna do them lines." I'm like, "So what lines we doing? Whatever lines." We had them all, man. It was a lot of fun working with Carl. And that's that's a hustling brother right there. I learned a lot from him. He's sticking with it too.
Yeah.
Keep a smile on his face, and he's been able to make his own show, his 2 Degrees show. I can't wait to see what that looked like.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, we have an interview coming up with Carl to talk a little bit about his show on the 20th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the day it comes out. And I'm definitely looking forward. Man, William, thank you for taking this interview. I truly appreciate you, brother.
Man, you got it. Anytime.
Yeah, we'll definitely be hitting you back pretty soon once all of this is over with.
I wish the camera had worked, man. Dang, that's messed up.
Yeah, man. Not maybe, but we have to do this again.
For sure.
All right, thank you all. I truly appreciate you, brother.
Right on. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for listening. Thank you. So that's it, and we out.
Yeah, and we out. Yes.